Oh, okay. Is record okay? Welcome to a masterclass how to make money blogging, how to profit from blogging and gain maximum influence without looking like a fraud. My name is Ruth Zubairu, for those who don't know me, and I am the founder of the VIP Blog Writers Hub, a community on Facebook where we train writers and speakers on how they can get seen, get known, and get paid for their writing skills. And when you mention blogging, people are intrigued by the idea of you sit at home and you work and you make money. But the thing is, people have certain misconceptions, and we're going to be treating those misconceptions in a short while. Now, for you to make money blogging, you need to get rid of those misconceptions. You need to take them and throw them in the dustbin, because those thoughts, those misconceptions and thinking patterns will prevent you from growing your blog like a business. It will prevent you from putting in your best, and even from making the most of the opportunities that you have. Now, what's the first one? Number one is quick money. Blogging is quick money. And then when you mention blogging, people say, hey, he or she has hammered, and so there's always the hammering effect of someone who is a blogger. And so it then means that you have arrived. And that is so far from the truth, because especially if you're just starting out blogging and you don't have a prior experience, let's say you've not been a business person before and you're using your blog as a form of leverage, it's basically starting from scratch. And so let's say, for instance, I'm a student and I have an interest in writing. I've always loved writing, and people compliment me on my writing skills. How will I say tomorrow I open a blog? Maybe it's even a self-hosted blog, or I open a free blog for writing, and then people begin to say, and I begin to parade myself as a blogger, and then people begin to think that I've made it, and so it's a big, huge misconception. It would take your focus from why you even opened the blog to making money, which will destroy your career even before it starts. Misconception number two, it will make you famous. Bloggers right now, especially in African countries, especially in Nigeria, not taking the least position, bloggers are seen to be among those who are famous. And so if you're a blogger and then you happen to write a sensational story and then one post goes viral, I mean, everybody now knows who you are. That's how Linda Ikeji broke out online. She wrote a story about, I think it was about Globacom then, and people started talking about it, sharing it, and she went viral. And then people started knowing that, okay, there was a lady called Linda Ikeji, and then she blogs. And so people think that, okay, if I want to become famous, then I should become a blogger. That is also a huge misconception. If you want to become famous, just go and sing. But the truth is, as with any industry, fame happens when opportunity meets preparation. And so blogging is not a highway ticket to fame. It's not the one stop place that that once you begin to blog and then you will become famous. So blogging is not equal to fame. And so that's the misconception people have. And so don't enter into blogging. Don't start a blog. Don't start writing or take up blogging as a career because you want to be famous. Because if you do that, it then means that you would not apply conscience to what you post, because you would be thinking about, okay, what would I post that will make people to come on my blog? What I want to go viral. I want to go viral. And then you begin to do things that are unethical. You begin to take bribes. You begin to even go into pornography because you want people to always be coming to your blog and always so you won't focus on generating true content that offers value, but you just be looking for things that will get the clicks, that will get the shares. Okay, so that's a misconception about blogging. And so another misconception is the fact that you don't need to work hard. This is as far removed as anything. The fact that you don't dress up, enter traffic, and go to work doesn't mean that blogging is any easier. I mean, you will, the work that goes into blogging is amazing. You would research, you would write, you will edit, you will proofread, you will network with people, you will send emails, you will pitch your ideas, you would even go for physical meetings, validate your product, you would learn, take courses, you would do technical things, you would learn how to send emails, autoresponder, create graphics. And someone tells me that it's easy. No. It is hard work. And like every profitable business, whatever that you get money from and that is not hard work, I mean, it's either ritual money or it's something that's not worthwhile. And so, like every business, blogging is hard work, and you are required to work hard at it. And so, all the balls that would make your blog become profitable for you, you need to juggle all of them together. And so, how do you do that? It is by ensuring that you work hard at every point in time. You're either implementing, or you're learning, or you're reaching out, or you're even creating a form of synergy whereby other people you can even tap into the strengths of other people. Because in the blogosphere, you truly cannot do it alone, because your strength might be in doing interviews. You would need help in text. Your strength might be in writing. You will need help in setting up your website. You will need help in creating graphics. Your strength might be in, and so it's a community, is a different way that everybody, people will all have to work together to ensure that your blog business succeeds. Now, the last but not the least that I have here is the fact that people think that blogging is not serious business. Now, this is a misconception of other people's thoughts on you. Now, they would see you and they feel that she's doing one blogging thing, and so they don't think it's serious. Someone once said that people don't think a business is serious because it doesn't produce money. The truth is, every business has a teething phase. The same thing with blogging. When you start out blogging, you may not begin to see returns or see so much money in the first 6 months or in the first year of your business. But the truth is that everything is working together. You are putting in the work, and your results will eventually come. And so when people look down on blogging, not just blogging right now, but people feel writing and things that you're not going out to work, or you're not going to the farm, it doesn't look like a serious business, but it is mind business. It's a lot of mental work, and you need optimum concentration. So for this, you don't let what people say about your dream, about your desire, about your passion, don't let it get to you, and you begin to feel, maybe I'm not even serious, maybe I should even drop this blogging thing and go and look for a real business. Because the truth is that by the time you begin to think of it as not a real business, you wouldn't put the work required, and you will not get the returns. Only those who take it as a real business will succeed in it. That's just the truth. Now, the rules of blogging. We know for every game that you win at, there are rules. And so if you don't play by the rules, you will lose. Now, what are the rules? Rule number 1 is you must be consistent. The rule of consistency. Consistency is the name of the game. It's not that you do it today and then after 3 months you do it, and then after 6 months you do it, and after 6 months you now come back, you do it for another 2 weeks, every day, every day, every day. No, you have to consistently put out your valuable content, grow your audience, engage with them, and then sell your products and your services. The rule of consistency. Always, always, always be in their face, because out of sight is out of mind, especially in the blogosphere. And you know that there are about 20 million posts that are shared every day on the internet. 20 million. And so just imagine if you decide that you would go off for a week or 2 weeks. What happens to your readers? What happens to people who have been coming to, connect with you, learn from you, be inspired by your write-ups? What happens to them? And so they will look for somewhere else to go. And so I'm not saying that means you have to be coming every day. We'll talk about how you would put out your content later. But the truth is, you have to have a formula for consistency, whereby people know that at so time, if we land on his or her blog, we will see new, fresh, updated content. Now, rule number 2, obey rule number 1. I don't know how many of us have watched Transformers, but the truth is, consistency is the only rule. Every other thing hinges on consistency. So now we're going to go into the steps to making money via blogging, the steps to number 1, gaining prominence, influence, and then getting profit. That's getting known, people knowing who you are, and then having the impact being felt by a larger crowd via blogging. These are the steps you would take in ensuring that your blog is profitable, and then it fulfills the aim for which you started it. This one is find your wealthy place. Find your wealthy place. This is what you enjoy doing plus having a hungry crowd. What do I mean by what you enjoy doing? Many people think that tries to copy other people's methodology. People just feel that, okay, if this is working for the other person, then it's something that I should do as well. And that is so far from the truth. You need to find out, what do I enjoy doing? If you are blogging, there are 3 things that you are going to be thinking about. What are my passions? What's something that what's a topic or a course I'm so passionate about? For instance, am I passionate about child education? Is this something that once I get talking about it, I can't stop because I have so much passion for it? Is it that you are an expert in a particular subject matter? Take, for instance, you're a health and fitness coach. You have trained, and then by virtue of your training, you want to impact other people. You want to help other people live healthier lives. Now, that's your area of expertise, and that's what you're going to be sharing. That's for that. And then the third one is an experience. You may not have a certification in whatever you're teaching or you're talking about, but the thing is that you are passionate, you have some form of experience. For instance, I would use Remi Owadokun as an example. She lost 40 kg, and from her experience, she began to share it on a blog. People began to say, how did you lose weight? Can you teach me? And then she documented it, she journaled it, she created the Fat Girl series, and then she wrote her book, and then she created her video game. All came from the fact that she was sharing from her experience. So 3 things that you need to understand about what you enjoy doing, whether it's coming from a place of passion, or it's coming from a place of expertise or training, or it's coming from a place of experience. Now, when you have all this locked down, that okay, what I'm going to be teaching, where is it coming from? Is it something I'm passionate about? Is it something that I have experience, it's something that I have been trained to do? Then you find a hungry crowd. Now, Is it something that people would want to learn? Is it something that people would want to read about? Because see, there is no point you having passion about something that nobody wants to read. There's no point you sharing an experience that nobody wants to learn about. And so whatever thing that you are deciding to share, it has to be filtered through that part of, do people want it? Do people want to know? Do people want it so bad? Is it going to solve a frustration? See, if it's not going to solve a frustration, then I think you should ditch that idea. What it is that you're going to blog about, because somebody else is blogging about it. No, why should you blog about it? If you have said, okay, it's either from a passion, an experience, a training, then are there people who are craving for that idea? Once you have decided that you have seen that there are people who really, really want to get the idea, then you have found your wealthy place, because that sweet spot where your passion or experience or training meets a hungry crowd, you have a great potential there, because there you can create content, people will read it, they will share it, they will comment on it, you will create products and services, and people will buy. And so you wouldn't struggle to sell or make money off of the things, because you have done your homework well. So that is the first point, finding your wealthy. Now, the second one we're going to be talking about is your wealth plan. Create your wealth plan. Plan is a strategy that shows we're going to be doing this next and next. After this, we're going to do that, and then we're going to be doing that. So before you even start blogging, you ask yourself this question: how do I want to make money? A lot of people do this, start out blogging, and then by the time they are blogging, that's when they now say, okay, I now want to make money. That's not the way to go. That is not the way to go. Now, so to create your wealth plan, you need to ask yourself, how do I monetize this? Be strategic, because if you do not have a plan, if you don't plan to fail, that means if you fail to plan, you have planned to fail. You will continue to stumble and work in darkness. Ask yourself, work from the end backwards. How do I want people to benefit? How do I want people to benefit the most out of this blog? Now, so if you're a health and fitness coach and you would want to be having boot camps or paid boot camps, or you want to be having a paid boot camp, so that's like going to be like one of your offerings. So you would have maybe like a yearly program that people will pay to come and lose weight. Or you would decide that, okay, I want to create a course that people will go on and lose weight or help them get fit. Or so you need to then now ask yourself what those things are, outline them, and begin to feed them into your strategy. And so it will then inform the kind of content that you put out on your blog. That's what will now make you different from every other person, because for there to be a hungry crowd, it then means that there's a market already for it. You're not blogging about something that nobody else is talking about. And so you need to strategize what's your own unique offering. What are you going to offer? So we're going to be treating 7 different ways that you can monetize your blog, because and look, it's not AdSense. AdSense is people having blinking lights and then pay per click. All those things work when you have large numbers. When you're just starting out and you're going to fill your blog with AdSense, it would just be a turn off for people who really, really want to connect with you. So if you're just starting out, I will advise that you lay off or hold on on getting an AdSense account, because the returns will be really, really, really frustrating for you. But here are the ways that you can make money, monetize your blog even when you are a newbie. Okay, you can do ebooks. Now, with ebooks, you put out a content, something, you solve a problem, answer a specific question that your audience wants to know about, and then you put it in an ebook. You can have it on your website at an affordable rate, and people can download it, or you can even publish it on Amazon and people can buy it off of Amazon. Now, an ebook cements you and establishes you as an authority, and it helps build that credibility before your audience. And so you make money and then you build credibility. So that's what ebooks do. Now, courses, I mentioned it before, it could be online courses, it could be physical courses, but people pay for it, and then you are teaching them and showing them guidelines step by step how to achieve the goal, one of the goals that you have on your blog. Now, the third way you can monetize your blog is by affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is by selling someone else's product or service. So it can be a product, a physical product like a bag or a shoe, or it can be a tool, online tools, your web hosting. You can have people that sell email marketing services, and so when you sell their products, they give you a commission. So you would get commission based on how many sales you're able to make. And so that's one easy way to make a sale. And so affiliate marketing is great. You can even do affiliate marketing for courses. So even if you haven't created your own course, you can look out for an influencer that has a similar course, or a course that can be beneficial to your audience, and then you sell that particular course for the person, and the person pays you a commission. You're already making money off of your blog, even with content that is not yours. Good. So that's for that. You can make money writing or blogging, like physically writing on your blog. So either doing sponsored posts. Sponsored posts are posts that people will pay you to do for them. Now, they will tell you to do, maybe you're a mother and baby blog, and then they say do a sponsored post. Maybe they sell baby care products, and so they want you to do a sponsored post, and then you write about them. It's not a review now, it's a general post, and then you just insert links or things that would make people want to buy those products. That's sponsored. That's a sponsored post. And so you can make money off of that. You can make money even writing for other people, and they will pay you for your content. That's another way of making money. That's what we've done. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the fourth way of making money now. Number 5, the fifth way is you can offer other blogging services. I mean, we had mentioned earlier that there's a lot of research that goes into blogging. There's a lot of writing, there's editing, there's proofreading, there is creation of graphics, and so you can offer these as services to other people. Some people may not know as much as you do, and so they don't know how to create eye-catching graphics. So you begin to offer these as services. You are making money. It's still something that you learned based on your business as a blogger, and so you are offering those services, and they get you paid. Number 6, you can do consulting. You can teach people or tell people how to do what it is that you do best. It depends on which niche you are in. Your blog can now give you a platform to run a consulting business, and then you are able to get paid for your strategic advice. And then last but not the least, you can have a speaking business. You can become a public speaker based on your blog. Yes, people can see that, wow, this person, I know him or I know her. She has been writing for so long. We're having this program. Let's invite him or her to say something, to be the keynote speaker. And then after speaking, they give you an envelope, and that's money coming from your blog. If you hadn't started blogging, they would not know you anywhere to give you any envelope. And so speaking is another way you can make money off of your blog. And so let's not look at it as it has to be from adverts or it has to be from one kind of place. It's a business on its own that you would need to grow and grow intentionally. Now, third phase we're going to be talking about is how you can create content without burning out. Because the truth is, consistency, if we're going to be obeying the rules of blogging, rule number one, you must be consistent. Rule number two, you must obey rule number one. And so you must be consistent. If you have to be consistent, churning out content, you have to have a strategy around it, because life happens, life gets in the way, and you would get burnt out over time if you are not if you don't have a strategy around how you would put out your content. Now, some people, when they think about creating content, it's always burdensome, because they just feel, I need to start writing it out, and then I need to type it, and oh, it's so much work. But the thing is, look at yourself. How do you best create content? How do you best create content? And so if you would rather talk out your points, then use audio or use video. Now, video, if you want to talk to an audience, that you would then use live videos. You would schedule videos and then tell people, okay, I'm coming on live, Facebook or Instagram or Periscope or any of the live tools, and then you come on live. You have an audience that comes on, and then they interact with you. Or if you don't want people to see your face, or you don't want an audience, you just want to be free to speak and speak out of your heart. And so you can just choose to do a podcast, an audio form of putting out content, and the content is still yours. His content is still amazing, and you are in your best form to create the best value for your audience. And so how you create content should be taken into consideration when you're trying to create content, because you want to avoid a case where you are burnt out. And so there's no place that will now be as if, what have I been doing all this while? Okay? And so know in what form you create content. If you're best writing, go ahead and write. Even with Biro, go ahead and write. If you want to type, go ahead and type. If you want to talk or use an audio format, do what comes best to you, because that is how easy it will come to you. You don't need to make it difficult. Now, the second thing is that you need to create content for your audience. Don't create content for yourself. Many people think that you know what is good for yes, what they think their audience needs. Research on your audience. What are the current needs of your audience, and address those needs. Don't be inferring things and writing about things that you want to educate them that they need. Write about what they know they need right now, and how you can help them solve that particular problem. Be a problem solver. Not someone who is coming to on top of their heads. So one thing that you should know. Now, another way that you can create content without burning out is to repurpose your content. I hope with these few points of mine, I am able to share with you, for you to know that it's possible to make money blogging, and you can do it if you put your heart to it. If you have any questions, or you think that there are something I said that is not clear, leave them in the comments and I'll respond to them. I have a comprehensive blogging course that will take you from the point of, oh, I'm a newbie, I'm non-techie, what do I do, to being an to an almost superstar level blogging, and then you are gaining prominence and notoriety, and then making money from your passion or from whatever it is that you are going to be sharing, either from your passion, your training or experience. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great evening.